All right. So Jubilee has dropped another odd one out, and this one is something that might what's it called trip me over because the fact that it's six ah, 6 men in therapy versus one fake. And honestly, like people could literally like do their best to like imitate the fact that they've been going to therapy. Like they could be saying that they have like gone through this, and obviously like they went to therapy to fix this. Honestly, this one might be another challenging one. Like I'm saying, like there's some challenging ones that do appear at you, and then there's like some that are just like on the mark. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect. But let's see where this goes.
I am in therapy.
I am in therapy.
I am in therapy.
I'm in therapy.
I'm not in therapy.
I'm in therapy.
I am in therapy.
Yo, that mustache.
All right, let's talk about trauma.
Are we trauma dumping?
Let's dive right into it. What if we started like this? What if we all talk about maybe when we started therapy, how many therapists we've seen probably, and then can we end it with something that we're grateful for?
So, obviously, like, I don't go to therapy because, like, obviously, like, I've lost family members. I've obviously, like I said, like, I've been called names, like, back in, like, middle school. And, like, obviously, I did feel sad because, like, some of those, like, names I did take to heart. And, obviously, like, I just didn't have, like, that capability of, like, saying that I want to be able, like, to talk about the problems. But, like, honestly, like if you're suffering, like, obviously, like, yeah, there is therapy that could help you out, but obviously it's not going to be for everyone. That's what I will say. Like, it's not for everyone that, oh, if you're going through this, like, therapy is going to be the solution. Not quite, because, like, obviously, like, there's other, like, solutions out there, but mostly a lot of people take therapy as like a good route because like it helps them out, like clear their thoughts that they have, empty like whatever they have on their mind, and obviously like, they try their best to like move forward from their trauma that they must have had, or just like anything in general, because obviously insecurities, trauma, like obviously like they help you out with that. But there's also other stuff that helps them out, because I've seen like a person that has said that they've been through this like trauma and or insecurity, and like they did this and they made them feel, and that made them feel better. For me, like I obviously like said that what they're saying obviously is just them saying what they want to say, and obviously like I am me. And like how some YouTubers were saying, like, don't take their criticisms to heart, because obviously it's just their opinion. They could give whatever they want. And the fact that, like, just do you. And if they're still hating, then that's just them. And if you're thriving, freaking keep on going forward.
Sure, I love that.
But like,
Franco,
when there's the amount of
therapy,
therapists, like, isn't it just like one?
I'm
Unless
grateful
like
to just be a better communicator.
like
because
they
you've been, just
you
able
need
to
more
talk
help
properly
finding that
without just throwing my
fighting that trauma, I
I've been in
guess.
therapy since 2019, which would be sophomore year for me in high school. I've actually only had one, and I feel really, really lucky for that. But my dad is a therapist, and my mom is like a counselor, and so they
He felt
were able
sus.
to find me a therapist in sophomore year.
I was a little suspicious because, like, oh, his parents are therapists. As a natural young man, you're rebellious against your parents. That would already make me.
No, obviously like, if the way that your parents raise you is the way that you go from there. Obviously, I was raised obviously with the fact that do my homework, and if I have my free time, I get to go and do my free time. Like, I get to watch television, I get to go on my consoles, I get to go on this. I was basically an indoor child. Like, I didn't like go much outside unless I had like a friend there. And obviously, I was never rebellious. I was never such a freaking a dick towards them. I love my parents, and obviously, like right now, I still have a great connection with them. Like, I still love my parents so much. Like, to say, oh, you're so rebellious. No, it's the way that you're being, what's it called, raised. If you're like raised with like with the ideals of, oh, do whatever you want to do, or obviously like if you don't want to do this and you're being rebellious to me, saying that you don't want to do this, then obviously like then you're gonna go in timeout or stuff like that. Yes, then people go into a rebellious action. Me, I was never like that. Now, if you're going with my brother, my younger brother, like he had more of the freedoms, and he gets rebellious. There's the difference. It's all how the way they were raised. I was raised with being, my ideals, getting all my shit together, and once I'm done, I get to have my free time. My brother, on the other hand, had, do whatever you want, and obviously, like, just get your stuff, like, done, and you could have your freedom. But he literally breaks that rule and says, okay, I'm gonna literally do a little bit of my homework, then mess around with my free time. And obviously, like, once they, like, tell me, like, I'll be rebellious, but once they tell me again, I will do my work again. That's basically how it is. No, everyone's so rebellious. No, it's the way you're raised. Get it together. This is literal facts. This is literal facts, Mr. Cameron.
Not like therapy at all.
I've been going to therapy for about.
And
4
obviously,
years
like,
now. I
this is
think the
not to
beautiful thing
freaking
about
throw
therapy
shade
is
at
that
you.
have the option to
No
choose
one. I'm
what's
not throwing
best
shade
suited
at
for
anyone.
you.
I'm
You
just
shouldn't
giving you, like,
give up on it.
a deep
And right
dive.
now, I'm currently working with a therapist. We talk every Wednesday, and it's been like phenomenal. We've been with each other for almost a year now, and I love it.
I'm Cameron. I've been doing therapy for about 2 years. I went through two. One was a school therapist, and so I found another therapist outside of school, and he's been fantastic. So I've been working with him for about 2 years.
I'm Marcus. I've been going to therapy now officially, I'd say a little over 9 months. So it's still new-ish.
It's an easy excuse
What?
for a mole to be like, I've only been in therapy for not that long, so I might not have all the terminology or the ability and the skills to express myself and have the conversation.
I'm Veth.
Well, like, it's like different for people, because obviously, like, yes, like, 9 months, like, it still could be new to you, because, like, you could, like, basically, like, say, oh, in, like, the first, like, few months, you may be thinking, wow, is this actually changing me? Like, is therapy actually helping me out with dealing with my problems? Or do I literally have to, like, find another route to, like, fix my problems? Like, I'm not even sure. Like, saying all the terminology, what? What fucking terminology do you even need? The fact of, like, saying, oh, how to be calm. Oh, you need this. Like, literally, like, if I seen anything from the GTA one, from GTA 5, from, like, that, like, therapy talk that they had, like, saying that, oh, like, how do you feel? I feel this, and obviously, like, do you feel lonely sometimes? Like, they give you, like, the questions, like how do you feel internally? Like, going with terminologies, like, I don't think you're supposed to take those terminologies to heart. I think it's just, like, terminologies, like, to, like, broaden, like, more of the emotion that you feel, or the thoughts that you're feeling right now. I don't think you're supposed to take any of those, like, terminologies into, like, your account. Like,
And
I
I've
could
been
be
in
wrong.
therapy for
Like I'm
6
saying,
months
I've
now.
never gone to therapy.
I'm on my first therapist, and things have.
I've
been
learned to
going
deal
great.
with it.
The thing that I was looking for was a gay man of color, just because they have that. They just understand the culture and kind of what we've all been through.
I'm Gerardo. I started
Six
therapy
dash,
probably
though.
when I was in middle school, but it was very on and off. And I guess what I've struggled with is just, like you guys said, I think finding someone who could resonate with your life path is really what I'm looking for. And I think with my current therapist, you also have to put in the work and be honest. Like, I think that's a key thing too. Like, you can't, if you lie to your therapist, they can't help you. I'm realizing that part of it is putting in the work.
They're gonna
myself
think
and
he's
being very
capping.
honest with my therapist, and at first we weren't really vibing, but we were starting to get each other now.
Hey, good humans, it's John. We want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this.
No. Good shit. I don't care. Obviously, I'm not getting paid for this, so thank you. But obviously, shout out to them for getting a sponsor. For
Finding
help.
out that he has family that is in the therapy profession, I was like, that's a little convenient.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, but obviously, like, you don't know. Like I'm saying, you can't freaking background check every freaking, like, person's, family. Like, you can't be like, oh, so we just brought a whole bunch of people from therapy, and they're all from the same therapy, so obviously they're gonna know each other. No, dude, it's all from, like, a separate therapy place. They're not gonna be like, oh, wow, what's a convenience? But I do understand the fact of, like, saying that they might have parents that are therapists. You don't know, but obviously it's a guess to start the game.
I came in here and I was like, all right, there's probably two strategies. If I was the mole, I would be either leading the conversation or really quiet. I'd probably do what he's doing if I was the mole.
I don't know about that one because, like I said, like usually those don't work because the fact that, like, even if you're quiet, like, yes, you are shy and obviously it's understandable, but like they still give you like a good fact. Like if you tell them like you haven't been talking, oh, like this is how I feel about this, and then literally like they get fooled. But usually sometimes it could be like they actually are saying something genuine. And if you're leading it, like sometimes yes, it's a 50-50 for like the guessing. But damn.
Actually have a tie.
Yikes.
The tie is between Veth and Cirrus.
Oh no.
I started therapy to help me work through some traumatic experiences that I went through in early high school. I believe the type of therapy that my therapist specializes in is called narrative therapy. He has me kind of walk through my experiences that I went through, and then he helps me like shift my perspective on them away from, wow, this was this horrible thing that happened to me, specifically with dealing with things that happened in early high school. And I've been seeing him for 2.5 years.
Oh, so basically like it was like going with the fact that like you're like laying down and like you're telling your story. And like they're like writing, okay. So basically, like if you were like to change the perspective, like how do you think you would feel? Okay, understandable. So go with this mindset. How do you feel now? Okay, understandable. Okay.
So
It's like that
starting
kind.
Therapy, I've learned a bunch of different.
That's
coping
narrative. That's what
mechanisms.
I'm getting. I think that's
One
what
of
it
the
is.
things that brought me into therapy was abusing alcohol. And
Yikes.
I'm going through kind of just the very beginning stages of learning different mental disorders like ADHD and starting to work with
Coping with
psychiatrists
your
and everything.
addiction and stuff like that. Damn. Ah! Wait. I thought it was 2.
I guess we could talk about like reasons that we went into therapy. So around 2016, there was a motorcycle accident that took the life of one of my closest friends from the Marine Corps. Obviously, with the military, that's prolonged use of alcohol.
Yeah, that's what sucks is the fact that like when you lose a special someone, like obviously it doesn't have to be necessarily like someone that is like your partner. It could be family, it could be a close friend, it could be friends in general. But like when you lose someone very close to you, it really does like hurt your mentality because the fact that like you were like saying that they were there and you were so cool with them, but like the fact that like just out of nowhere like something happens and you lose them, it really changes like your perspective. Like I definitely felt that like twice when I lost 2 of my family members, and obviously like I was like just doing my day-to-day, like obviously like going on stream and then obviously like streaming and talking with you guys, and then out of nowhere like obviously like I finish, I go to work, and then like my parents come in. Like this is like 2 different like stories that they tell me that this happened. Like I felt crushed. Like I actually felt very crushed, and I just like felt like I just didn't want to like what's it called believe it. But it took time, and obviously I know like where it goes from here, and I know how like my parents felt. So obviously like they said, with time heals stuff, and it really did with the 2 instances. And obviously like I'm saying, everyone has a different like perspective of like how they take things. So obviously like this person went through therapy for it.
So like that's never an easy thing to deal with.
Exactly.
I was like, okay, if I don't get help now, I'm about to self-sabotage, and literally like we probably wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah, so
Jeez,
about
dude.
2 years ago, I started
Daniel needs
going-
that freaking virtual hug.
It started off with like I got out of a relationship that was pretty. It shouldn't have been really brutal, but it really was brutal on me. And then I realized that all the relationships around me were the same as that, and so they're all hollow.
Yeah, I see guys insecure about what's it called, the dating life, being the fact that he already got what's it called, a partner that was very violent towards him, or I don't know, like I don't know if it was violent or if it was like more like verbally or mentally, like stuff like that. But bro, if they're like that, like if you could literally see that, like bro, just leave them, like freaking leave them, like leave that person behind. Like they are not doing nothing to help you, like they are there to freaking mess with you. And yeah, like just mess with you. And obviously like get someone that has a good energy, a good vibe, and appreciates you. Because if you keep on going in a route like that, it's likely that you're gonna keep on having that insecurity forward and forward and forward in life. Like you may not see it like once, like oh, like I see one side and like she's very nice, but like in the other side, like you see more of like the evil side that they have. You start to be basically concealed of basically or having a mask of towards like how a relationship is, like even if like it were to happen that you break up with that person. Yikes,
I
dude.
realized I was looking at other
Insecurity
people
is
to get value
insane
from them.
As men too, I don't know how you guys feel, but it's kind of taught that we're not supposed to feel, and then we learn how to suppress our emotions. I always thought I was a people pleaser, but I know I've...
No, dude, like obviously never freaking say that. Never say, oh, I'm gonna freaking suppress my feelings. No, dude, that's never a freaking good thing. That's what gets the people that are like manipulative in the relationship manipulate with you. Like that's the thing. Like obviously, like I know that sometimes like there's people that conceal their emotions because they want to like more feel their partner's feelings. Like no, like you also have to give their emotion, your emotion that you are feeling as well. Because if you're like saying, oh, I only appreciate that person and they're treating me like garbage, but I still have to conceal like how I feel, bro, you're just hurting yourself. Like stop.
Also hurt people.
I'm gonna have to go with that meme. I'll stop that. Get
like
some
to say
help.
Hurt people, but healed people heal people.
He sounded so scripted. Not saying that what he says wasn't genuine, but it just sounded so rehearsed that
It does sound a little bit rehearsed, but like I'm saying, like I was literally just like saying this a little second ago that obviously like it's just a common knowledge that you would get. Like you could see this anywhere. You could see it from anime. You could see it from TV shows. You could see it from what's it called, life in general. Like you may not like think about it, but like obviously like there's literal like news about like people that just like how they are in relationships, like saying, oh, this person was very abusive, or this person was this, or this person was that. Like I'm telling you, it's just common knowledge.
I was like,
it can't be
okay,
like
that
too
might
much
be something.
description.
No, I definitely agree with you, you know, especially like in the black culture, you know, it's a stigma for us to just even talk about like our emotions. Like we mask a lot of our emotions in humor because that's just how like we talk about stuff. But
Absolutely.
you know, especially myself being military, it's like I got like 3 whammies against me.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like military, black, man, yeah, we need to talk about the stuff.
Yikes. Like I'm telling you, you just need to talk about it.
He seemed too animated. Like maybe he was trying to convince me that he's not the mole.
Damn. Yikes.
Damn, guys, you did me dirty. That's okay.
Bro, if I'm ever in one of these and I get voted out, I'll be like, fuck. I would be like, damn it, why? Like, why am I being freaking voted out? I'm not the mole. I'm joking. Obviously, I'll just be like, damn.
Okay. All love.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue the game,
But this game was
raise your
actually
hand.
short.
Yeah.
Going back to the aspect of being a people pleaser, like at a certain point, I kind of lost what my identity was.
Exactly.
And so I was just like, I would kind of blend into whatever anybody needed at that point in
You don't
time.
even see that.
That's why, obviously, a good person, or what's it called, a YouTuber who gave, what's it called, an advice, and I will literally like say it from that person's, what's it called, like what they said, don't listen to what people have to say. Be you. Be your genuine you. Like, if they're saying, oh, we want you to do this, no. Like, obviously, like, here, I'm obviously going to be, like, messed up. Like, F them. Focus on you. Because if you go with that mentality saying, oh, this person, they want a person who is very genuine, like, I'm not, what's it called, genuine sometimes, but obviously I will try my best. Or they want me to be a person that's confident, but I'm a little bit shy. I will try to mask myself to be more confident and basically like try to please the person or the people, as they were saying. You're just gonna go in a route that you're gonna get confused of who you are in general. Like for me, like I'm saying, like I didn't go with the fact of like listening to all that criticism that I've been given way back, like saying all those names. No, I'm just like saying, fuck them. Like you guys could say whatever the hell you want. That's your freaking criticism. But for me, I appreciate myself. I am a person that literally like says whatever I have on my mind. I'm goofy. I'm like how my my friends were saying, I'm just me. And I'm glad to have friends that are very wholesome and have my back, because obviously like stuff could change. Like obviously you need good people in your life, and you also need to appreciate yourself. Like I'm saying, that criticism, throw it in the garbage. Focus on you and be you. Freaking be the best you.
It's so hard to
Yeah, and so I just wasn't processing that I wasn't looking after myself at all.
Damn, I feel like I'm getting therapy from this video.
I gotta get married, have kids, because that's what you do. And then I like asked myself, why do I want that? And it's like, oh, because my parents did that.
That could potentially be a strategy too. Is kind
Oh
of
my
kind of
gosh.
lost in the noise.
Dude, the fact that this man is just so freaking sussing everything, like they're obviously like he's obviously gonna be like the one that's gonna get called out, because like he's like overly thinking things. Like obviously you don't have to overthink things. Like yes, it's a topic that's very like hard to like try to fool people with, because obviously like there are people that suffer from traumas and they do go to therapy and they know like some of the qualities that they get from like their places that they go. So yeah,
Type
but like
attitude,
having that
okay,
insecurity
if I
of
was a
being
mole,
like,
that could be easy to
oh,
find
if I was the
lie in
mole,
there.
this and
I
that.
feel you 100% on that. I'm like, I'm in my 30s, haven't held a relationship down for X amount of time. It's like, and my parents never pressured me to get married or have children. I always put the pressure on myself. Never. So like, even just trying to deal with that when therapy is like something to talk about right now.
I resonate so heavily with what you're saying about being whoever you need to be for the people around you. That's been the biggest thing for me lately, is figuring out how to put my own needs first.
Exactly. Put your own needs first. Bro, everyone in this group, whether the ones that got voted, they all need a freaking virtual hug. They need a virtual hug with a pat on the back. They all freaking need that, because, bro, it sucks. Life sucks. I know that, but, like, obviously, like just go with the mentality of don't listen to other people's criticism and focus on you. Once you do that, you're going in a right path. And obviously, whatever route that you go in, whether it's therapy, whether it's something that you enjoy, whether it's something else, you are going in a freaking golden path of basically your enlightenment of happiness
So hard.
in this place
It's
that
exhausting.
gives you
They become a pillar of
freaking
your
just
life,
pain.
and then that pillar gets ripped out,
Yeah.
and then you fall. You know.
Right.
I noticed as our therapy session was going along, he kind of pulled back.
Honestly, at that point, I was just grasping for straws. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Damn, Cameron. I told you. I freaking told you. Stop questioning things and you won't get voted out. But too bad. You got voted out. Gosh.
I really,
Was that a
I
raise?
think we got
I-
it.
I think you got it.
I guess I feel like we got the person out, but like, yeah.
Bro, like everyone just like unsure.
I feel like I trust all of your stories, and I relate to all your stories a lot.
Same. Yeah.
They got them all out.
Right. Cool.
So we decided we're gonna end it?
Yeah, you can call it.
We can end it.
If the lights turn
Or,
green,
hold
that
on.
means that you have voted the mole out and you all win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
Oh no,
3,
they did it. They
Two,
did it. I already having that
one.
suspicion that they didn't. No, I knew that they didn't.
No, I trust too easily.
It's gonna be the guy
Sometimes it's
that
good to have trust issues.
has the yellow
Go
shirt.
with your gut.
will
It's the guy
mole
with the yellow
reveal
shirt.
Themselves in 3, 2,
Like the reaction he was feeling.
1.
Oh, serious. The next thing.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I
Your poker
I voted
face.
him.
1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. Ah, we do good.
Your poker face is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. So almost everything I said was true. My whole story, everything. My parents are therapists. I have seen a therapist before.
My guess was that like once you said that your parents were therapists, that gave me sort of like a suspicion. I'm like, maybe he just knows certain terminologies because he
It
grew up in a
definitely
household.
helped. It
It
definitely
had
helped.
to.
Yeah,
It
and
had to.
I really appreciate all the conversations we had though. I felt like
No,
this was really awesome.
If we're gonna like, it's lighthearted, it's fun. If we're gonna take anything from this, is that like, you know what, like men can be vulnerable and can share and like and not at one point in time that I feel judged or chastised for anything that I say.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, ignore the freaking ideologies. Oh, you're a man. You freaking need to be more stern. You have to, like, take all the freaking emotions that you get, suck it in, buttercup. That's what you gotta do. No, sometimes people are sensitive. It's a normal thing. Bro, if you're saying, no, I can't feel emotion, I can't cry, I know that I lost someone in my life, I can't cry, I have to be strong, I have to be firm. No, dude. Sometimes it's okay to cry about stuff. Sometimes it's okay to talk about stuff. Like, obviously, like, if you don't want to talk about it, then don't talk about it. It's okay. You could go however you want to go with your route. But obviously, if you are going with that mentality, you are going in a rocky path, and we don't want that. Like, whether it's male, female, or any type of anyone, basically, don't keep emotions that you would feel that are negative inside you, because it's just gonna hurt you. Like, release it, whether to a good friend, a family member, a therapist, or just find routes to find yourself a golden path to the enlightenment of happiness. Because, like I'm saying, life sucks and life happens. So, like I'm saying, life does happen and we have to deal with it. But just don't go in a path that's going to hurt you later on. So, obviously, like, their therapy session that they were going with this whole game was Wholesome Chungus. And I loved it. And I expressed a little stuff about me. Like I'm saying, like, it felt like I was in their room as well. Giving myself my own therapy talk. But like I'm saying, like, just don't keep those emotions inside of you. Like, even if they're negative, positive, just release them, and you'll see that you'll feel much more better. But also the fact of the other thing, like, don't listen to people's criticisms, because that is only gonna deter you from the great things that you could do. Be yourself, love yourself, and you'll see that the changes are freaking amazing. You'll definitely see that. Damn, dude. This thing got deep. Wait, hold on. We're not even done.
Why do you think some men are still hesitant to go to therapy?
I'm a huge proponent for therapy for everyone. I think it's really important for a lot of people, and I think it is a really helpful resource, and I think we need to work to destigmatize it.
I'd say one
Yeah,
last
that
thing
is true.
real quick, because I feel like I have a responsibility to use this platform, and I also, with the story I was telling you about with the gentleman that died in the motorcycle accident, I actually keep a bracelet with his name on here. His name's Lance Corporal Malik Andre Baxter. So I gotta, take this time to send my love to his family and to all the people in my old unit who have either taken their lives or have lost their lives through unfortunate circumstances. So this is for you guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What a freaking message right there.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Enjoy your blood money.
I feel like that's not your first time doing that.
Yeah, it'll pay for my therapy.
Yeah, dude. Obviously, wholesome Chungus with the message of obviously like I'm saying, love yourself, be who you are, and obviously like if you need help, like I'm saying, there's different paths for you to take. Damn. What a deep video for sure.